The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish a running game early.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 60 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. Mike, we ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, Echo. 53 to Mike. 56, pull it high. You better bring it. Kill. Shift. Snap.
Throwing now, Hodges on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Wahoo! 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, be driven.
2nd and 10. It's Hodges again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Ricky. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. It's a party now. Get it.
On 3rd down, Hodges. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Let's go. Ready.
They will indeed go for it with Hodges. He's going to float this one. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup.
First down,
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 98 for Mike. Let's go, Abby. Let's go.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Alert, 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 alert. Watch the edge. 198. Watch 98. You draw Porter. Watch the run. Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
To throw, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Able to find Harris, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And again, it's Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Browns' 48-yard line.
Here we go! 18 Gator.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. I got number 18. I got you, 18. Ready. 70, Indy.
On 2nd down now. It's Connor, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
Hey, Zoo! Check 53's mine! Check 53's mine!
3rd and long. It's Hodges. Finding room inside the 40. Finds his running back, James Conner. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. On first down, here's Hodges. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Let it roll, and it's picked. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams...
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. From the gun, Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Hodges. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Bravo. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Now it's Hodges. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Beckham. A little juke. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
218, chop.
He finds his target, Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, alert 3. Real.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
It's a turnover on down.
On the set. Hey, we got Mike.
Foxtrot.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
In your face.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Hey, seam six.
53 is the Mike. 53, check 53.
All day, baby. All day. Get it.
Now Hodges on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53, Mike 53. Target.
Ready.
A final shot before break. Hodges, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, one more.
Hey, orbit.
53 is the Mike. 53, check 53. So we got man. Check.
Shoot.
They go play action with Hodges. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
53, Mike 53.
Hey, exit.
53, Mike.
Five.
Looking to throw on first down with Hodges. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hodges, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Check safety, check safety.
Hodges here on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Alert flare, alert flare.
Here's Hodges looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Mayfield now, 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous.
Mayfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of Kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch, is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Hard, hard. Get it.
On 3rd down, Hodges. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Travis Carey. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
What we got? Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Throwing now, Hodges on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sione Takitaki charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Hodges now gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Browns take over at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure.
And got his man complete. Odell Beckham Jr. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. It's a big play there for the Browns. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Browns 40, Steelers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, it's Hodges eluding the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Spot. Protein spill. AOR 33.
Here's Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easy.
He's got a man, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I, we think about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Buzz. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Here we go.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Go.
2nd and 1. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hodges on 3rd and 1. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Ready, set.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I'm trying to collect.
Hit it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, here's Hodges. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Here we go.
Fair.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Deep river.
They go play action now. Hodges, he'll buy some time right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Hey, zoom.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Get it.
They're going on fourth down. It's Hodges. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
Odell Beckham Jr., the 30, 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Eluding the tackle. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Look at me. Go.
Check 43.
6 guys. Leo.
Looking to throw. Hodges. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for two. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. To throw, Mayfield. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the two-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the two-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He is an attack, attack, attack coach.